And the only thing else I got to say is, how about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys? Click clack pow boys. Make you say wow boys from the QBs, DTs, LBs, and the Towel boys. You tuning in to the team that win. Big game, first name James. He interviewed, he called the games. Silver blue, you know the name. From the Emmitt Smith to the Michael Irv. We beating skins, shooting birds. I see a Bengal snatch it out his fur. Favorite team on the planet Earth. From Monday night to Sunday church. DJ putting in the work. I'm tuning in, no need to search. Through thick and thin and good and worse. Them Cowboys, click like pow boys. Make you say wow boys. From the QBs, DTs, LBs, and the Towel boys. You tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the goddamn, they did it again. How about them Cowboys? Click like pow boys. Make you say wow boys. From the QBs, DTs, LBs, and the Towel boys. You tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that silver and blue done did it again. Them Cowboys, click like pow boys. Make you say wow boys. From the QBs, DTs, LBs, and the Towel boys. You tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the goddamn, they did it again. How about them Cowboys? Click like pow boys. Make you say wow boys. From the QBs, DTs, LBs, and the Towel boys. You tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that silver and blue done did it again.
Click clack pow boys. Make it say wow boys. For the QB, DT, LB, and the Dow boys. You tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in and silver and blue and did it again. You feel me? That I mean, I think out of that song, that when he goes, that silver and blue done did it again. I think that's the thing. That's the line that gets me the most hype out of the whole thing. There's a lot of good parts in that song, but out of everything that came out of that silver and blue done did it again, because that's what's about to happen on this Sunday. Feel me? It's How About Them Cowboys. Check it out on Spotify. It's my, you know what I'm saying? It's my stepson, Marcus, Kid Columbus. You can go check him out. Just check him on Spotify, iTunes. Type in Kid Columbus, KIDD Columbus. You'll be able to find it all day right there. You know what I'm saying? I just want to go live my late day hype. I want to talk about some things because I'm hyped about this game. But before I get hyped, I'm going to tell on myself. Okay, y'all? I'm going to tell on myself right quick. I didn't run. I'm going to tell on myself right quick when they self-snitching. You know, when all these rappers go online talking about how they kill people in their lyrics, and then they bring up their lyrics in the courtroom and they killed them. Yeah, I'm going to self-snitch right quick. But it's just going to modify the point when I get ready to go hard after this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to let y'all listen, show y'all. I want y'all listen to this right quick because this was me a little bit. This was me a little bit after that San Francisco game. If y'all watch my channel and y'all really are faithful with my channel, y'all know we do the best of enemies. And after we lost that Cardinals game, I'm not saying I gave an epic rant like I wanted to give an epic rant. I gave a rant while I was pissed. As I said, championship teams can't lose to the Cardinals. That game is going to come back on us. But because the Eagles choked, it didn't hurt us. But I also said after that San Francisco game, if y'all going to be on this BS, we ain't going nowhere. That's what I said. So, but I want to play this clip from my guy Skywalker. Still right here. And I want to get it over here because I had a little bit of this. Had a little bit of this right here. I want y'all to check this out. What Okoye said.
Lose, then when we lose, I don't have to feel bad because I said I told you I get to be
And if we
I get
win,
to,
it's
I get
go Cowboys.
exactly. So, they don't have to they don't have to risk anything. So they either have imposter syndrome or they're trauma bonding fans. But in both situations, I say, hey man, let somebody else diagnose them and treat them because I ain't got time.
Here's the thing: it's easier, like you said, it's easier to lean on that negative part of we ain't gonna do shit, we ain't nothing, right? Because
Mhm.
then when if and when we do hit, it's all hey everybody, Cowboys Nation, we won. Or but
Right.
if it doesn't hit, it's like you said, I told you so, and they get that dopamine release of I told you so,
Mm-hmm.
right? So fans like that are the fans that are he's actively, but there's some fans behind the scenes that won't say this, are actively rooting against their own team for the
For calling
sake
themselves
of
fans.
being right.
There you
Yeah. Now, appreciate you, David. But Skywalker. My shout out to my dog Skywalker and Okoye for that video because that goes on with a lot of fans. And I will say I was a little bit in that category for the simple fact that I don't feel like I was in the fact of I told you so, but with Kool-Aid, I drank it, took it back. And after that San Francisco game, I was mad as hell because I said, if we getting blown out by San Francisco and if we're going to play like that, if Mike McCarthy is going to coach like that, if Dak Prescott is going to play like that, if y'all watch my video, I made the video. If y'all going to play like that, then we ain't going nowhere. So I'm going to show the tweet too. And I said it. Me and Koye went back and forth on Twitter. And this was after I made a video because I'm going to show you the video that I actually made right after the game. And then I'm going to show you this tweet that me and Okoye was going back and forth because Okoye was preaching all this positivity after we got beat up by the Niners. I wasn't trying to hear that crap. You get what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't trying to hear that crap. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I was not trying to hear that. Let me see. I'm going to show the date right here. This was right after the game, 42-10. I was mad as shit, right? What up, Gambino? I was mad as hell after that game, 42-10. I was going hard. And Okoye was going hard in the paint, really like, hey, calm down. I know it's bad, but we'll be okay. And I wasn't on that, okay? I wasn't on that. I wasn't on that. We're going to be okay because if you're going to coach like that in the San Francisco game, if you're going to coach scary like that in that San Francisco game, if you think we're going to win the rest of the year, you're fooling yourselves. We're not. Now, Mike White, my dog, Burgers and Blitzes said after that game, the Joneses, Dak Prescott, Mike McCarthy, maybe CeeDee Lamb, all had a come to Jesus moment. Don't know exactly what was said, but it was a come to Jesus moment. So it wasn't just me feeling that way. You had staff, quarterback, top receivers, everything sitting down like, what's okay? This got to change or we ain't going nowhere. So it wasn't just me feeling that. A lot of other people were feeling that after that San Francisco game. Like, okay, if y'all going to play like that, then why you get rid of Kellen Moore? This is what I was saying. Why'd you get rid of Kellen Moore if you're going to coach like that? That's what I was saying. Feel me? So after that game, we lost to the Niners. This is what I said right after the game when we lost to the Niners. This was on Best of Enemies.
upper hand on this rivalry.
And
right
Joe, it's
now.
funny how you not was really, talking but all that it's 20 to trash 19. and They you have got no upper hand. They have smacked. one victory over us. It's 20
One
to
victory.
19
That's a
to 1.
big victory.
Yeah.
They scored
Okay,
enough
it's
points to have 2
yeah, you
victories
remember
off
that,
that
Joe?
one.
Yeah, they
Right.
did the same
Right.
thing to you,
Done.
put you on the
So
whole
I
tail
can say
spin.
this.
I can say this though, and it could be totally crazy, but the season ain't over. That's what I can
It's
say.
not.
You didn't beat us in the
Right.
playoffs. You beat us in the regular
Mm-hmm.
season. So there's still time to get this ship right and play you and see you again in the playoffs. And there's always a chance to rewrite this story.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm going to live off of. That this wasn't the playoffs, and we're not going home. So no, it is a rivalry, and it will always be a rivalry. And I would love to see y'all again. I hear people saying I don't want to play them again. I'm sorry, I don't want to do that scared mentality, dog. Eventually, you're gonna have to cut the head off of Goliath. Eventually,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to smack him after you've been whooping your ass off for so long. We've seen it time and time again. We remember when we were owning the Niners and we were beating them in every championship game, and all they cared about was beating us. You feel what I'm saying? And then when they finally got that 94 victory, it was like the monkey off their back. And then we saw when we used to smack Green Bay all the time. And then they finally started getting that upper hand on us and started beating us. You don't forget it. And then you eventually want to get over that. And I want to get over that hump, and I don't want to run away from them. I want to see them again. Everybody's like, I don't want to hope somebody else beats them in the playoffs and we don't got to see them again. No, I don't, because I'm tired of losing that team. And I'm tired of, let's not, hopefully they beat them so we don't got to play them. That's a scared mentality. And if you have a scared mentality against that team, you're going to lose to somebody else too. Ooh wee, that boy was spitting. That man was spitting right there. That man was spitting right there. Hey, that man was spitting. He was spitting right there. Keep real, he was kind of spitting right there, but I'm just telling the truth, dog. So that was right after the game. So I was already with the mentality of the season wasn't over. We can jump right back into it. And you seen the tape. That was right after the game when we lost. But Okoye, it was on 10-10. Okoye made a tweet. I think he was just really being super positive about the team. And I wasn't being super positive about the team. And I said we wasn't going nowhere. If you going to coach like that, Mike McCarthy, and your team is going to play like this, we ain't going nowhere. Hey, Okoye came back at me and said, hey, if you want to throw it in, that's cool, but I'm still rolling. I wasn't throwing it in, but here's the thing. If you're going to coach like that and y'all going to play like that, we ain't going nowhere. That's where I was coming from. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to even show you the tweet. I'm going to show you the tweet so I don't run from it. I do not run from anything. I'm going to show you the tweet, what I said. And because I want to get all this out before I go hard in the paint about these playoffs. So this is the tweet on 10-10. So I made that video on 10-8, right? Y'all just heard it. And then Okoye was going hard in the paint, being super positive about the team. And I wasn't feeling that positivity. I'm going to keep it real. I wasn't feeling that positivity at all. So this was the tweet. And I said, man, dog, deep down inside, we ain't going nowhere. He was spitting all this positivity. We're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. And I wasn't feeling that. After the game, I was like, yeah, we're still in it. But then I was hearing them press conferences from McCarthy and Dak, and I was mad. I wasn't hearing that crap. Y'all keep on talking this, but y'all ain't playing the game like you're supposed to. So that was the tweet right there. You feel me? Okoye was like, hey, knock the fight out of you, big game. We got one game at a time. I don't quit. You see it right there. I wasn't self-terminating, but I wasn't on that BS crap. I wasn't on that positivity. I wasn't on that we gonna be okay. No, we wasn't gonna be okay. In my opinion, if you was gonna coach like that after you got rid of Kellen Moore, you got Brandon Cooks, who you ain't got the ball to, right? You got Mozzie. You not playing him at the position you say. This needs to be a pass first offense because Tony Pollard is obviously not that workhorse back. He's more of a change of pace back. Y'all should already know this because y'all coaching the NFL and we don't. So y'all should already know this. And you're doing this, then we ain't going nowhere if you're going to coach like that. That's what I was feeling. You know what I'm saying? So that's the angle I was coming from in that aspect after that Niners game. But when I talked to Mike White, and he said they had that come to Jesus moment where Dak, and then you heard in that interview with Dak Prescott and Jason Garrett, where he was saying after that Niners game, talking of running, using my legs, talking of we need to switch up and not be a run first team. We need to be a pass first offense, put all the trust in Dak and let this thing roll. And right after that, y'all saw what happened, right? That San Diego, that Chargers game, right after that, Dak started using his legs. The offense switched from running to throwing. So there was a lot of people feeling the same thing in the building, coaches and players alike. We ain't going nowhere if we're going to do that dumb stuff. We ain't going nowhere if you're going to do that dumb ish. And there was a change, and you see where the Cowboys are at now, right? So now, I said all that to say this. I'm hyped. I'm hyped about these playoffs. I'm hyped about these playoffs because I feel like I said it on my Twitter, and I'm going to pull it up after we get to the championship game. I'm going to pull it up and I'm going to retweet it on Twitter on November 27th. I said we're going to a championship game. And at that time, that's when the Eagles was 9-8, 9-1. I said we're going to go to Philly. Yeah, that ain't happening. They're going to get beat in the first round, I think. A.J. Brown is out, and I ain't hating, but that sucks. But I don't think you winning without A.J. Brown. Y'all not winning without him. That's why y'all ain't got him. So I don't believe y'all going to beat the Buccaneers in Tampa Bay on this terrible winning streak. And Jalen Hurts ain't been throwing the ball all week. And then now A.J. Brown is out. Makes me think y'all going to miraculously come and play some crazy game and beat them on the road. That's going to be crazy. That's football guys. I don't know. The football guys that don't never happen. That don't never happen. That just don't never happen. I never seen the football guys allow that. Where you're just struggling and lose all those games. Then your quarterback hasn't been throwing all week because of a messed up finger, and now your top star receiver is out, and then y'all go in there and beat a team who's hot. The football guys don't agree with that, and I just don't either. And I feel like y'all gonna get mollywopped. And I feel like that's poetic justice for all that talk. And me and Castro going to talk for all that talk y'all was talking. I said it was going to be a Super Bowl hangover for you Eagles. I said on the Best of Enemies, go rewind the tape. Go back and look up at those shows where I said it was going to be a Super Bowl hangover. Here's the thing. He said, well, y'all wouldn't be geeked to go to the Super Bowl. Y'all be screaming. Yeah, we would be geeked. If we go to the Super Bowl this year, we would be geeked because it's been 30 years. We've been used to going. Y'all ain't never went. So I can see why y'all lived off that. Okay, I can see why the Eagles was living off that because y'all don't go. Yeah, 2017, but before that win, like 90s, like early 2000. Like, come on. Let's keep it real. All right. So, yeah, we would be geeked, but we're trying to get the victory. Dallas is what, 5-3 in the Super Bowls? We want victories. We don't want losses. Y'all tried from the loss last year because y'all made it. I ain't even trying to divert, but I'm just saying, feel me? This is just, I told you, the second year is the hardest. You go to the Super Bowl and you ain't even win it. The next year is the hardest to get back. That's the year that's hardest getting back, and that's all y'all was living off of. So, boo-hoo, y'all getting beat. But in this Packers game, this playoff game, I feel good. I'm nervous. It's almost like I don't play the game. The players do. Dak, all these players, they got to go out and play it. We can jump out and stuck out our chest for our team all we want to. We love the team. We go hard for the team, but we don't play the game. So we can go out there on Twitter, and we can go out there on Facebook, and we can go out there on these social platforms and these social media platforms and say, we're going to win this game. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. But we don't play the game. So we don't actually know what's going to happen. We have a belief of what they think this team is going to do, but what we've seen in the regular season. But we've also seen this team do regular season things and don't do them in the playoffs. We've seen that, right? We've seen that. But we can't go out there and play for this team. We have a belief of what we think this team can do because of what we've seen from Dak Prescott, MVP type season, CeeDee Lamb, the whole team. We've not seen this team do this, right? So you have a belief that they're going to continue to do it, but you don't know. So that's why I don't jump out there with my chest anymore like I did a few times, because you don't play. So you can scream and yell Cowboys going to dominate, but if the players don't play it, it don't matter, right? Shout out to my dog B Bird for the $5 holla. They let the All Pro QB be an All Pro QB. Imagine that, instead of listening to the four-letter networks talk about Dak and his interceptions. Facts. You feel me? You know what I mean? So this is where I'm coming from. I don't know about y'all, but I've followed this team for over 40 years. I followed this team intently for over 40 years, 7 years in content creating, the rest of those years as a super fan. I was a super fan. Maybe I didn't have all the freaking memorabilia in my crib and 80,000 hats and crazy, nothing like that. But anybody who knows me knows I'm Dallas Cowboys. I'm telling you, I could say so many things that people I meet, literally people I meet out here in Ohio, they know I wear my squad all day, all night, and they know I rock. So whenever the Cowboys lose or anything, and they see me, I have people I used to talk to, I haven't talked to in years, and the Cowboys lose. They're like, hey, damn, the Cowboys lost. Because I imprinted them, I printed my Cowboys on their spirit and soul that much that they hit me up and say, damn, Cowboys. Like, it's that strong in this body right here. 40 years in the game. For at least 40 years in the game, and it's so strong. I could just say so many things where people like, hey, your Cowboys, and I don't even know you like that, and they're mentioning Cowboys to me because it's that strong in my body. You feel me? That's how deep it is with me over here. People who know me or don't know me know I rock with Cowboys. That's it. So I'm saying that to say this: 40 years in the game, I've seen a lot of teams, and I've seen a lot of years where I felt like we gonna do something. When I told y'all, right, that 91 year when we was going to the Super Bowl next year, I said, yeah, we going, because it just felt right. It was like, okay, we lost to the Bears, but we're going there because we got the squad. We're going there. And what happened? You feel me? I'm gonna say that 24, the last time I felt this good about a Cowboys team, because I didn't feel good in 2016. I'm gonna keep it real. When Dak was a rookie, we was balling and we beat Aaron Rodgers that in early in the season, and that was awesome. That was great. But when we had to play him again, I said, nah, we ain't beating them. I just felt in my heart. I didn't want to tell nobody, but I just stayed quiet, and I was just like hoping that we did it. But when they jumped on us early, I knew they were beating us. I just felt like we weren't beating Aaron Rodgers 2 times in a row in 2016. And then in 2018, when we beat Seattle, I was like, yeah, we could beat them. But Seattle kind of gave us that game because they was getting real conservative at the end. That was kind of a weird game. But hey, we banged in there. But that 2018 year, I remember I don't know, was I screaming Super Bowl? I don't feel like I was screaming Super Bowl. I felt like we had a really good team because the defense was playing really good. Offense, we got Amari Cooper at the midseason. We were rolling, right? When we came to the Rams, I was a little nervous. I didn't have a great feeling about the Rams that game. Ty Gurley spooked me. But I felt like we still could do something, but I didn't have supreme confidence. 2021, I liked that team, but I didn't like the way that season ended, especially the way we lost to those Cardinals in 2021. It just didn't feel good. And then like I said, when I seen them Niners run out that stadium, I didn't have to see the boombox. When I seen Jimmy Garoppolo running out there screaming and beating his chest, I said, we're gonna lose. That's what I felt. That's what I said to myself. I said, we're gonna lose. We're not beating them. We're not beating the Niners. And it wasn't the boombox. I didn't even know that was going. I didn't even know that happened. I watched Jimmy Garoppolo run out there and beating his chest the way he was, and I was like, damn, we're going to lose. That's what I felt. And then last year, I just feel like we didn't have the weapons. I felt like we had a good team, but I just feel like we didn't have the weapons. I was just hoping and praying. You feel me? Last year, I was just hoping and praying. I felt like We had a good ass defense, but offensively, I just didn't feel like we had it. I was just hoping and praying. So what I'm saying to say this, 2014 actually Garrett's only year where I thought he could win anything. Because in 07, when we played the Giants in 07, I didn't have a good feeling about that game. I felt like we were going to lose that game in 07 with Romo. It just had a weird feeling, and I was just watching. And when they scored that touchdown with Amani Toomer at the end of the half, right before the half of that 07 playoffs, I said we were losing. That doesn't happen like that. The way all that sequences events in that last half of that first half, and then they got the lead right before halftime, I said we were losing. So I didn't have a good feeling about that game. 2014, I actually had a good feeling because 2013, the season before, I was like, dog. I remember I told my friend he was a Cardinals fan. I remember him telling him in the offseason, dog, we're gonna have a squad in 2014. I just felt it. I felt like Romo, DeMarco Murray, Dez, it just felt we had that offensive line. We didn't have the defense because Sean Lee was out, but and we got Rolando McClain that year. But I was like, we gonna have a squad this year. You feel me? I didn't know a Super Bowl because the defense wasn't there, but I was like, oh, offense nasty though. And you saw what happened in 2014, right? We got the lucky play in Detroit. I said, oh, it might be. And then I was so nervous in that Green Bay game, but I was like, we could. Aaron Rodgers had the hurt calf, but I was like, man, I think we can bang. We could win this game. I felt it. And people who are mad at Romo for not throwing to Cole Beasley underneath on the 4th-2, man, I don't give a hell. Go for the jugular. I'm not mad that he threw it to Dez. They hated on the call was a catch. I'm not mad that you went for the jugular on 4th down. F this. We ain't trying to do all that. We're trying to walk out here with a victory. So I ain't mad at Romo did that. So why am I saying I'm saying all that to say this? 2014 was the last team I felt like it could rock some waves in the playoffs. This year, right now, I feel like this team can rock in these playoffs. I got that good feeling this year in these playoffs, y'all. And it's a nervous feeling. It's a feeling of I want to jump out there and beat my chest for this team this year. I want to jump out there, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm nervous. I want to jump out there and beat my chest because what I feel about this team this year. This is the year. I mean, you don't have these. I mean, we talked about it all last week. We're talking about it now. This is a playing field where it's our time. We're the hunter. I don't see the Niners. I ain't scared of no Brock Purdy. That's why you heard the tape that I'm with all that smoke with Brock Purdy and these Niners. Because I feel like you got to go through a team that's been whooping your ass the last 2 years and 3 times. I feel like you got to see them. I don't feel like it's right that you get away and you don't get to see them. I feel like you got to slay that dragon. How many times have I watched an NFL football where y'all don't get away and another team beats them and you play somebody else to get to the Super Bowl? I don't see that. Maybe it could happen, but the football guys don't be doing that. They be always making it right till you play that team that been whooping your ass. It always makes it right that you play that team. And I feel like we got to play these Niners to make it official. We got to beat them Niners to make it official to go to the chip. So, yeah, if you didn't get to play them, cool, but I'm with that smoke. I want to beat Brock Purdy in these niggas. You feel me? I ain't on no Niners. I ain't on no Brock Purdy, dog. No. That dragon needs to be slayed. We slayed Brady. You can slay that dragon with these Packers. Yeah, you don't got Aaron Rodgers, and you should have beat him. You got away with it, Aaron Rodgers. Y'all got away with it last year because we beat y'all. We straight beat y'all Packers. And y'all knew it. Y'all got away with it and pissed me off because we finally slayed that Tom Brady dragon. We slayed the dragon of going on the road, but you slayed the Tom Brady dragon because he been whooping us in New England and Tampa Bay. We finally got him out the way. We made him retire. Dallas made them retire. So now you get the Packers again. Slay this dragon. I feel like we're going to beat these boys up. I said 28-24, but we might just blow these boys out. You know what I'm saying? We may blow these boys out. We really need to. They're a young squad. They got a good squad, a good young squad for the future. But their time ain't now. Our time is. And Dak, I feel like he gonna turn up, I'm nervous, but I feel like he is. I'm nervous, but I feel like this team gonna blow these boys out. I'm nervous, but I feel like these boys gonna kick these Packers team's tail. I'm nervous, but I feel like we about to mollywop these boys. We about to let the world know we ain't playing with Dak's in a different zone. He ain't playing, dog. He done, like I said, he ain't on that NFC championship. He ain't on the NFC East. I'm trying to get to a chip. That Louis V, they can say what they want, but he's on that chip. And he's making his team fall in line and fall in suit. And that's what a leader's supposed to do. Go check out that video with Barry Church and my dog Barry Church and Jesse Holly, where he's talking about how Jason Witten and the team turned to Dak over Romo. The team turned over to Dak over Romo. All he had to do was continue to uplift his game. And now I feel like his game is where it needs to be. I feel like, he's a banger of a passer. You feel me? I didn't think he was a passer like Romo. Keep it real. If I look at these other quarterbacks before Dak, I felt like he couldn't throw that ball the way I wanted him to throw that ball. I'm just being honest from me. I felt like Romo could throw it better. He wasn't a better leader. Everything else, Romo was not better, in my opinion. But I felt like he could better throw the ball. But what I've seen these since 21 to 22 to 23, no, Dak can throw that damn ball just as good as Romo, and he's every better leader than Romo. Better than you, Romo. I'm sorry. Better than you in all aspects. And I said the only thing you had on him was that throwing of the ball. But now, no, I ain't. No, you're not. You're not. He trumped you in that level, and he's a better leader than you. And so that's why it's going to be another level. Dak deserves this, y'all. All the drama that Dak's been through in his life with his mother, his brother, and he's been nothing but a stand-up guy. He deserves this. I ain't even talking about the Cowboys team. Yeah, Cowboys team. Yeah, that's dope. We've been 30 years. Ain't 30 years, but Dak deserves this, man. Dak deserves this. All the stuff that this man has been through, and he's been still a pillar. You know what I'm saying? He been a pillar for the Cowboys. Ain't been in trouble. Does everything the right way. Everything that we want in a quarterback, he does. On the field and off the field. He deserves this. That's why we got him. That's why I'm just Cowboys. I feel like y'all need to do it for Dak. All my Cowboys players, y'all need to do this for Dak. Not just the Cowboys. Y'all need to do this. This needs to be for Dak. Dak deserves this. He's been a leader of men this whole time he's been here in this program. And he's done everything the right way. And for all the hate and criticism, it's been way worse than Romo. He's just taking it in stride. And Cowboys, y'all need to whip these boys' tails tomorrow. Y'all need to demolish these Packers. And I feel like y'all are. And then the next week, because I said it'll be close tomorrow, and then the next game, we're going to demolish. Why not mollywop two people? Why not mollywop two teams? I need Dak to go. I'm gonna keep it real. I pray the football guys are on our sides with this, but the way Dak has played in the regular season, I just need that first game for him to be like a 350-yard, 400-yard game, 4 touchdowns, only incompleting like 4 passes, 5 passes. I need a game like that for Dak tomorrow, just to validate how good he is, to shut up the naysayers. I need him to come in there and just destroy it. My team, y'all defense, y'all need to go hard in the paint for your QB. Your coach too, but really your QB. Mike McCarthy, you've been there and done that. So I want the players to go hard for you too, but you've been there and done that. Dak ain't been there and done that. He deserves this go hardness from all y'all. Shout out to my dog Tim Williams for the $20 holla. Hey ho. I'm with you, Big. We are ready. Pour the Kool-Aid. Pour me a shot too. I'm with you. We have too many weapons on offense. And if our defense can stop the run, it's a wrap. No one and done like these Beagles. Let's get it. I'm gonna have to repeat that. You got me inspired on that. I'm with you, Big. We are ready. Pour the Kool-Aid. Pour me a shot too. I'm pouring you a shot. We have too many weapons, dog. I need Dak to have one of these crazy games in the playoffs. And our defense need to stop Aaron Jones. He's been a Cowboys killer. He's the all-time leading rusher in 3 games minimum against the Cowboys, playoffs, whatever, averaging 123 yards rushing a game. I need my Cowboys defense to take this personal tomorrow. Said, ain't no Aaron Jones getting off tomorrow. Ain't no Jordan Love getting off tomorrow. Ain't none of these players getting off tomorrow. I need shut down. I need Dan Quinn. I know you talking about going maybe possibly to another team. I get it. But I need my Micah Parsons to be mad tomorrow. You ain't all pro. From the players, second team. Feel me? I need you to go ham, Dak Prescott. You wasn't all pro, even though you had a better season than Lamar Jackson. Just because what? They beat the Niners and the Dolphins? Dolphins is sus. Give you the Niners. Got a damn good defense, too. That defense done help Lamar Jackson out. Them numbers ain't better. Lamar Jackson was not better than Dak Prescott this year. You're crazy and you're dumb to think that. I get that San Francisco game, but he was not better. And y'all know I'm critical of Dak. I don't give Dak no passes or nothing like that. Lamar Jackson was not better than Dak Prescott. He is better. Lamar Jackson does not throw the ball better than Dak Prescott. The only thing Lamar Jackson has over Dak Prescott is that escapability, that athletic ability. That's what he has. I don't care what anybody says. If I'm going against Lamar Jackson and I'm coaching against him, I'm not scared of his passing ability. I'm going to be shutting him down where he can't run on us. He can't escape in that pocket and make plays. Let me keep him in the pocket and you beat me in passing. I'm cool with that. You're not a better passer than Dak Prescott, Lamar Jackson. No, he's not. No, he's not. He just has passing and running and that all-world athletic ability. And they're looking at their team too. He only had a 1-game win, and it was just the Niners game. That's the only reason why he won that game. If we beat the Niners, no, he's not. And we beat them Eagles twice. No, he's not. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not advocating the awards and things of that nature. I don't care about these awards. The players, they play this, so if the awards mean something to them, I get it. But for me, I don't care about Dak being the MVP, this and that. No, we just need to win these. We win these playoff games. That's the only thing we need to worry about is winning these playoff games. Because we win these playoff games, everything else don't matter. Like, do y'all understand how big it's going to be if the Cowboys get to at least a championship game and possibly a Super Bowl? It's over. Mike McCarthy, you retiring with Dallas. You want another job, you don't have to. You see Will McClay, he wasn't leaving. All that stuff about Will McClay leaving. Will McClay ain't going nowhere. What if you Will McClay, why would you leave for another organization that you don't have every single benefit in your life here in Dallas? I mean, I'm going to keep it real. If I was Will McClay, you think I would give a hell about the damn GM title? Because like you said, Will McClay don't have to talk in the games, in the interviews after Dallas lose. That's Jerry Jones talking. Will McClay don't got to say nothing. He just got to stay behind the scenes and get them picks and all that together. McClay wasn't never going nowhere. Why? Why would you? But the time is now, y'all. As I get ready to close here, the time is now, man. I mean, The time is now. Like, this is our time. Our fan, our team, Cowboys. This is it. Jimmy Johnson's in the Ring of Honor. No better time. And we hear all these pundits from these networks. Oh, they say this every year. It's your time. Not like this year. No, it's not. No, it's not. This year is a year. No, it's not. 2021, yeah, but you had Kellen Moore. This is Mike's team. That's why I'm saying this is different than 2021 because this is Mike's team. He still had Kellen Moore, who never won it. Don't tell me he did. Don't tell me he ever wanted Kellen Moore. He ain't never won no Kellen Moore. And this is his squad now. Come on, man. This is the time. The team is going to look terribly different and I don't even want to throw it out there. We winning. We going to the NFC Championship this year, and we go to Super Bowl. Yeah, I'm ready. Right, Tim. Second youngest. My dog Rome pointed out that fact, how they were talking about Green Bay is the youngest team in the league. They're so young. They're so energetic. They're 25 years old. Dallas is 26. Cut it out. Y'all just like that narrative to kill us. It's time. It's time, Cowboys. As I get ready to get off here, it's time. The time is now. Let's go bang up these Packers tomorrow. Let's blow these boys out the water tomorrow. That go crazy tomorrow. CDE. Let's live off that tomorrow. What y'all did in the regular season needs to go right back in it. And people forget when we lost to those Packers that first time, we had to sit out a week and then play. I didn't like that. I hate having to sit out a week and then playing. We're going straight a whole week. We don't sit out. We don't nothing. That Packers game, we sat out because we were like, 13-3. We were the best team in NFC. We had to sit out and wait. We had to wait a week. I don't like that waiting a week. I don't like sitting back and waiting a week. I want to play straight through. It's different. We're playing straight through this time. It's different. Let's go. Let's get it. Great, get off of here. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the wit. How about them Cowboys? I'm playing 100 million times. Whatever. It's QB, DT, LB, and the Cowboys. Let's get it. It's our time. It's our time, y'all. This is our time.
You did one hell of a job, and the only thing else I got to say is, how about them Cowboys? Yeah!
How about them Cowboys? Click like Cowboys. Make you say wow boys from the QBs, DTs, LBs, and the Cowboys. You tuning in to the team that win. Big game, first name James. He interviewed, he called the games. Silver blue, you know the name. From the Emmitt Smith to the Michael Irv. We beating skins, shooting birds. I see a bank and snatch it out his fur. Favorite team on the planet Earth. From Monday night to Sunday church. DJ putting in the work. I'm tuning in, no need to search. Through thick and thin and good and worse. Them Cowboys, click like Cowboys. Make you say wow boys. From the QBs, DTs, LBs, and the Cowboys. You tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the goddamn, they did it again. How about them Cowboys? Click like Cowboys. Make you say wow boys. From the QBs, DTs, LBs, and the Cowboys. You tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that silver and blue done did it again. them Cowboys. Click like Cowboys, make you say wow boys. From the QBs, DTs, LBs, and the Cowboys. You tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the goddamn, they did it again. How about them Cowboys? Click like Cowboys, make you say wow boys. From the QBs, DTs, LBs, and the Cowboys. You tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the